All right, you made it up to Pittsburgh last week and see the diving team. Just talk about their performance.
Well, it's been nice to watch them progress over the season. Actually, the year and a half that Mike's been here, and just having all four divers score, and then of course having Matt and Richard and Haley score top 8 was just a real big meet for them. And I know Mike was real excited about it. And I think it's another indication of where our program's going on the diving side of things.
Okay, and then talk about the Big East meet going back to Pittsburgh. Obviously, less travel time, more time for rest.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a comfort zone. I hate to say that about Pitt, but it's nice. We don't have to leave on Monday. We don't have a 5.5 hour drive. We're going to leave tomorrow afternoon, get up there, get in, swim, have a nice dinner, and then that's it for our travel. So, and then it's a very familiar place for us. We did well there 2 years ago. We have our dual meets every other year there, so our kids are very comfortable in that environment, and it's a nice pool, so it helps for what we're trying to get done.
Does the environment really matter that much? I mean, obviously, you see us do better at home, but does it?
Well, any environment at a championship meet doesn't really matter where the pool is or how far you have to get there. Once you're there, the environment creates itself, and having all the teams from the Big East there competing and setting themselves up for hopefully making some NCAA cuts, it does make a big difference. So having that familiarity of being there and knowing what to expect and walking in to an environment that you're comfortable with versus walking into a facility that you haven't been to before always helps the athletes.
Okay, then talk about the women's team. Obviously, a great third-place showing last year. You're hoping to build on the same with pretty much the same group of girls.
Yeah, I think our freshman class is going to help. We've added depth across the board. Our relays are stronger on the medley side than they were last year in regards to some depth issues. So we're looking to have some real good swims and have some good performances. Ultimately, we're looking to improve upon what we did last year, and obviously get back to taking more than one person to NCAAs.
Okay, then talk about your relays. Obviously, they're always pretty good. They're always in the top 3. What's your kind of strategy going into the relays?
Well, they set up the meet. I mean, we would love to come out and get a victory here or there on both the women or the men Wednesday night, because I think that sets up a good meet for everybody. But our 800 free relay is very strong for our women. And then, our 200 medley, I think with the addition of Janelle on the breaststroke, is going to be very strong also. And then, you get into a meet where those become important things. They end the night on the 400 free and the 400 medley, and that momentum can carry over to the next day.
And talk about the men. You have a lot of talent, a lot of good people interchange on relay squads.
Yeah, we've got some, we've got some decisions we need to make, but those things usually take care of themselves as the meet goes through and people earn those spots. But with Bryce in the backstroke and Tim on the freestyle, our medleys are very strong, and then of course you've got Taylor and Jack in the middle on those relays. So our 400 free relay, we've got 6 guys vying for 4 spots, and the same on our 200 free relay. So we feel real good about our relays and what they can do for us this year.
And just talk about how important it is to really focus on the prelim swim.
Well, you've got to be in the right place at night, and you have to take advantage of that opportunity in the morning, and make sure that we've got some kids that are absolutely seated in the top 8, and in order to do that, they've got to perform well in the morning. So, and it's we've got some kids that are thinking about making NCAAs, and in order to get a second swim at NCAAs, you've got to be able to perform in the morning. So we always look at our morning swims as our most important.